Welcome back to Workday Rising EMEA. We are bringing you this exclusive episode of Workday DevTalk live from Barcelona. I am Nick Moores, Head of Developer Relations at Workday, and I am here with Matt Komendolowicz of Incubane. Matt, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm really good. How are you, Nick?
I'm great. Great every time I'm with you. Glad to see you. Today, we are diving in to Workday Build, the launch of our developer learning network, and what that means for the ecosystem. So, Matt, thank you very much for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me. This is an exciting topic.
Incredibly exciting topic. Me and folks I work with have said it's like getting everything we've ever wanted as Workday developers all at once. Is that how you feel?
Well, I feel like Workday is always ahead of game in terms of the technology and all aspects for developers, but this really brings it to another level.
Yeah, absolutely. So at Rising North America, we announced Workday Build. So we're branding our developer platform, everything from the tools to the ecosystem to the marketplace. What was your reaction when you heard us talk about Build?
I was very excited, right? I think we all expected Workday will announce something big, but it's even bigger than I thought, right? The most exciting part for me is definitely the acquisition of Flowise and the Agent Builder.
Yes.
I think this is something that every customer will be doing very, very soon.
Yeah, and they're already doing it. We've been talking to many of them here, and it's really exciting to see what they're doing. We know that agentic apps are really the next frontier. Those will be powered by Flowise, by Workday Extend. So much opportunity there. I've been so excited to have Matt as part of our Developer MVP program. So thank you for being a Developer MVP. What's your experience been like with that so far?
Well, I mean, first of all, thank you for the recognition, right?
Yeah. Well deserved.
It's a great program, right? Because I think there are benefits that you get access to some, very early stage stuff, a little bit behind the scenes conversations with product team, and I think it's great to have those conversations. And then also there's an aspect that we can give back, right, to the community. We can talk about, like here, right? Talk about Workday Build, about Extend, what it means. So it's a great idea, right? I know. This will only grow as a program and will be bigger and bigger, right? I encourage everyone to try to, get to the point that there are MVPs.
Yeah, I love it. You can meet our MVPs here, meet them at DevCon. Matt, you're like the consummate MVP. Like I close my eyes and I think about what does like a successful Workday developer career look like? And I think it looks something like yours. Could you just give us a bit of a background on how you got to this desk today?
Well, I mean, now I'm going to blush a little bit.
Yes.
I mean, it has been a great career, right? And really Workday enabled me to do it.
Yeah.
So I started with integrations. Yeah. I was building integrations.
Same.
Great stuff, honestly, right? Yeah. Really cool technology. And I was doing it for a partner. I was building integrations for many, many customers. Yeah. And then at some point, I got enough experience to lead a team. So I was leading a team of people building integrations. And very early on in 2017, Workday was running early adoption, program of Workday Extend.
I remember hearing about it. There was some guy named Chris Bledsoe, and someone in our office got into the developer program. I'm like, what's that? I mean, so on my end of the situation, that's wild to think about. That was only like 7 years ago. It's come a long way.
A very long way, right? I remember those first applications that were very basic, right? Yeah. But I immediately believed in the concept. I thought, okay, the concept is amazing. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Back then, it was like literally 20 people. There was 20 people in the whole program.
Yeah.
And, very, very early on. But then fast forward to 2018, I was already building an application for a customer.
Yeah.
And then my career progressed in a way that for another major partner, I was basically leading Workday Extend and some early product stuff for Built on Workday as well, right?
Yes.
And then this year we started a company that is focused only on Built on Workday and Workday Extend. So
Amazing.
Together with my friend Rick, we actually create the business on the platform. And I think that shows that there's infinite possibilities. If you can build businesses on Workday Built, essentially, then sky's the limit.
It really is. And seeing what you and Rick have been able to do with Incubane, I see just the whole community light up. I've long said that, all of these Workday Build folks, we call them Workday developers now, we've kind of been in the background for a while, but It's like that meme. There's literally dozens of us, but there's literally thousands and thousands of us. And you have managed to activate thousands of people with your posts on LinkedIn, with your webinar. I mean, you just did a webinar with over 1,000 folks. Is that right?
Yeah, we have close to 2,000 people registered.
Oh my goodness.
More than 1,100 live joined us on the webinar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, right? But even the posts that we're doing on social media, right? We have a reach of 2 million people. That just shows what is the interest in this stuff.
Huge.
Yeah.
Everybody needs this. I mean, there's something like 75 million folks plus that use Workday. And I think about every integration that helps them get paid or helps them talk with their manager more efficiently or helps them do their accounting. Like, if you do it right, you're making millions of people's lives better. At the end of the day, that work started with a developer like Matt. So just seeing that community feel celebrated is like why I do this. I see that same spark in you. So I love every time we get to collaborate. And it was so exciting to see the huge response you guys have gotten online.
Yeah, we have a great community, right? We love the community. It's all about it. And I think nowadays the time changed. Everyone becomes a developer. It's going to grow rapidly next year.
Say more on that. What do you mean everybody becomes a developer?
Well, I think we're moving to times where people will, vibe code agents. People will have to understand all those technologies and the world, the UI and everything will change.
Sure.
Everyone will have to reskill a little bit to use AI in their daily lives. And really Workday built enables it. And, I know we have 15,000 developers, right?
Yeah, and counting. Yeah, 15,000 and growing.
I'm pretty sure, Nikki, when we will be sitting here in 7 years, it's gonna be like 1 million probably.
From your mouth to God's ears. We have a goal of 10xing the ecosystem. We really think that in 5 years it will be at least 10 times bigger. I mean, think about that for a second. If you think of all the people that can build on Workday, that want to build on Workday, how do you see that ecosystem that has 100,000, 150,000 developers? What does that look like to you?
It's going to be amazing, right? Because the more people, the quicker is the innovation. The more apps we're going to see, the more agents we're going to see. And we're going to see things that no one ever thought about, right?
Yes.
Because it's also going to be people from all over the world. Mm-hmm. So there are people like you've been recently to Japan, right?
Yes.
There are business challenges there that are unique to Japan.
Totally.
And the developers who there will solve it, right? And then someone else will see, someone in Japan did it. Why don't I do exactly the same for Mexico or Italy or Spain, right? So I think the more people, the merrier, right? I think also there will be more knowledge shared across. I hope to see people sharing the solutions, the approach and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just going to rapidly evolve, right? I mean, it's only going to get faster and bigger.
Yeah, I think that's right. There's like this virtuous cycle, this snowball effect that happens when you get more people looking at these challenges and solving them. I'm really glad you brought up that program in Tokyo. A couple weeks ago, we did a hackathon. The first time we've done one outside of the United States, and it felt like a breath of fresh air. Seeing folks that are on the entirely different side of the world from where we're normally doing events. They had the same questions about integrations, orchestrate, extend, and seeing the light bulb go off. It's like, we are the same people. Like, you could just see like, they are loving like solving this problem and realizing that they can use extend, they can use these tools to make life better at their business. And it just reinforced for me, like, we got to be doing this everywhere. And just like you said, so many good things happen when you expand the pool of folks. Like the Workday developer community is a very big tent, and I want to make it even bigger. So that just reinforces for me how critical that is.
Yeah. And I mean, talent is everywhere, right? Talent is in every country, different people, ages, colors, genders. Like, you need to expand to everyone because you're going to get amazing ideas out of it, right? So I hope I'll go to Japan next time with you, right?
Hey, that's
really good food.
Yeah, or Poland. I would love to go there as well. You mentioned how the developer community is growing, people of all ages. Something that we have just announced is the Workday Developer Learning Network. So we are going to be working with college students who are looking to build with Extend, with Orchestrate, with Workday Build writ large, and help them establish amazing careers. And
that's fantastic.
Yeah, and just for the folks at home, the way that this is going to work, we're partnering with staffing partners, with Workday partners, with universities to help build that pipeline and just really smooth out that journey so that people can build those skills while they're at school and really be developing certified pools of developers, hireable talent right out the gate. Quick backstory on me. I was one of those people, but like 10 years ago, it was not as easy for me to jump in to the Workday ecosystem. I'm so glad I did. It was frankly kind of an accident, but it was a happy little accident, as Bob Ross would say. So it's a privilege, honestly, to get to help orchestrate how do we do this at scale, not just for like one guy in California who moves to Texas for a job, but like, how do we do this at universities all over the world? So we're working with Trinity College Dublin. We're incredibly excited about that partnership. Several other universities in the US as well. But I see that generation of folks, especially with everything that they've used AI for already, they will have a perspective that I couldn't possibly have. And that's a good thing. Just like you said, that's a good thing that we have the diverse viewpoints all coming together, solving puzzles in different ways, and we can all learn from each other.
100%. I mean, we are constantly hiring from universities in our company. So we hire them, we train them, we do everything in-house. But I think this whole idea is great, right?
Yeah.
We need to invest in next generations. And I think that actually, especially in the developer community, we're going to see that they will flourish, right? Because as you said, they were raised in a different world already. They're already using AI for everything every day.
Yeah.
So, it's a great idea.
I'm excited to learn from them, frankly. Like, it's one thing to go in thinking, oh, I'm gonna help them learn Extend or Orchestrate or whatever. And it's so amazing to see that you're learning from them, their perspective, their challenges. Like you said, folks in Tokyo, very specific challenges that I didn't have context to. And it's just amazing seeing people come together and build together. I can't wait for folks from all over the world to be able to come to events like DevCon.
Yeah.
Those in-person opportunities are just invaluable. So I'm so glad we're able to do those, talks like this today as well. Yeah. So
Rising is great, of course, but DevCon is still my favorite.
Did we pay Matt to say that? Okay. You'll get your 20 euros afterward. But I'm glad you said that. Matt, if you had advice for someone coming in the door, they want to be a Workday developer. Like I see folks buying our Workday developers shirts and sweatshirts at Rising and wearing them.
Nice.
Like, that's a huge signal. People are they want to be seen as this. Like, what would you tell folks that want to jump into the ecosystem now? We're making it easier to join in the next year, but what would you tell them if you ran into them today?
I would tell them that it's the best time to do it, right? There's never a better time than now. Now is the time to try, to learn, to ask around. Yeah. Actually, the community is very open. You can ask a lot of questions. You can try a lot of things, right? Obviously, if your company doesn't own Extend, now it's also the time to get Extend, get on board, start building, start using Agent Builder and all those things, right? Don't hesitate, right? Because the world is moving so quickly that if you move just a little slower, you're going to be behind. You have to run fast.
I love it. Well, Matt, thank you so much for this conversation. It's clear that Workday Build is the platform for the future. Well, thank you, Matt, so much for being here. And to our audience, thank you for tuning into this special edition for Workday DevTalk. For more conversations like these, be sure to subscribe to Workday DevTalk wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much.